Hello and welcome to this video playing Grandmaster Farinata with black. We don't have a name, I think. No name. Let's see, what do we get? Some Rui mainline. Okay. Yeah, this line, I recently saw that bishop h5 is supposed to be interesting here. But I don't know that. Not really. It can lead to the same kind of position that we get now. Oh. Just supposed to be a little bit more precise. I saw that in the latest book by Victor Bodogan, but I didn't study it yet in detail. Isn't c takes d5 the most normal move ever here? Probably got distracted by something. Not the kind of move where you invest time. Yeah, I think this is okay. 97 is also a move. Aha, that's an interesting move. Trying for e5. The problem is h6. If he goes h3, I probably have to take on f3. And that's not exactly what I want to do. I'm also wondering if c4 is a move, but nah, it doesn't feel right. Yeah, I probably have to take there. On knight f8. Knight f8 looks quite safe. Yeah, maybe do that. And I have a possible bishop e6 now as well. So that h3 I can keep my bishop. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm taking this. And he's going for some knight e4 here, or knight e4. I think bishop f3 makes lots of sense. h3, I also can't go bishop h5. He doesn't seem to mind that at all. Very interesting. Okay, so if I take this, I mean, he doesn't threaten on c8. I can push c4, for example. It's an interesting move. Okay, let's go for that. It's a very sharp position here. Wow, I have no idea what's going on here. Okay, let's play this for c3, and if he takes, knight takes, that looks fairly active. If he takes a rook, I don't think that this is such a big deal. My bishop on g6 will be very strong. And I have knight e6 and so on. We'll see. Maybe rook d1 first here to provoke queen c7, and then knight d6. Those kind of things can also be interesting. Yeah, it's very, very tough. Very tough to figure out this position. I can actually take with the rook. knight takes looks right. Not sure. No, really not sure. You have to sometimes just go by instinct here. Maybe he can take play rook c1. That looks dangerous. Nah, that doesn't look good. That's not good at all. Yeah, I have to. I have to go queen e6 or something like that after rook c1. Okay, going there. I have knight a3 here as well. h5 is also a move. Very tough. Sorry. Been a long day of much talking. So voice is kind of under stress. h5 is a debatable move for sure. One thing is clear, the exchange is really not relevant here. Rook c1, I have queen e6. If I really don't see anything better, but I think I can take g4 maybe. Knight d2, I will capture. Okay, that's a move I did not think about at all. So if I take here, what is the point? Okay, I'm taking. Yeah, but he cannot take c8. It's knight f3. So okay, I think I'm taking here. And knight e6. Huh? That should be quite nice. We can take d4, queen g4 check. That looks pretty much decisive. He cannot
check.
Couldn't do anything anymore here. Knight f3 wins the house.
Check. White resigns.
Yeah, it was a very tough game. Very tough game. I really have no idea what was going on. My exchange sacrifice, not sure. It was an interesting try at least. Yeah, around here I'm out of book. Always feel that these positions are very, very complicated. We have all the pieces still on the board and many conflicts, let's say. Yeah, the computer likes white here, but not much. It wants to take, play a4. I give 0.3, nothing special, but not at a particularly deep calculation depth. Okay, takes. It also looked quite normal. This okay, knight e6 was the normal move, but c4 is interesting, and the engine likes this. The question is b4 here, if this is something. The engine just wants to play knight e6 and gives me a big advantage. Yeah, that looked very normal, that move, but I was still fascinated by that b4 idea. As I'm threatening c3, it pretty much, it almost forces him to take on c8. And yeah, or this now. He wants to take with the rook, the computer, but okay, this kind of position, I felt like this could be compensation, but of course I couldn't be sure. It's very difficult. My bishop is pretty strong, and the knight looks active. The computer wants to play queen c1. That looks very logical. This it doesn't like. Queen c1 makes an awful lot of sense, putting up that pin. Yeah, I had this feeling that rook c1 might come. But here queen e6 is good for black. Yeah. That's a very awkward pin. And rook c1 is kind of putting the queen. I mean, hard to unpin. So I understand this move, but queen c1 seems to be better for white. Like knight e6 is the computer move. I mean, I have some compensation, but it doesn't seem to be enough. This is what the engine is giving. These kind of ideas sometimes. I mean, like taking rook c3, this kind of thing. Yeah, it looks fishy. The computer gives +1 for white. So that idea was probably not good objectively. But after bishop d4 here, h5, I am clearly better. Yeah. So it's tough to play. It's really tough to play. In c1, yes, I can take now. Yeah, and here, yeah, I think here I'm winning. Queen g4 is such a huge threat, and I mean I'm material up now at the moment. 2 points for the exchange plus this position. Yeah, and here he's losing everything.
Check.
Yeah, I'm just taking things, and I have got 3 points or something already. Yeah, it was a very very sharp and unclear kind of game with white making the mistakes here with bishop d4, I guess. Yeah, I probably should have played the simple knight e6 here. Yeah, it looks very okay. It really does. Sometimes black has issues in this kind of position with h4, h5, but h4, that doesn't work. Yeah, I think I can take here, I guess. Well, maybe. I have no idea what's going on here. It's probably good, yeah. The engine gives 0. Yeah. It's just a complete mess. It shows that in the Lopez, which is often, it has the reputation of being a strategically focused opening. It can be very, very complicated because of all the pieces still on the board. Okay, well, thanks for watching.